Walls. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about the space and the founder.
Sure. Well, standing behind you is Tony Goldman. He's a renowned developer and kind of reimaginer of urban space in Miami. And in 2009, he decided to make this an art project for the community. Brought local graffiti artists in, started redoing some of the doors, and opened up Wynwood Doors in 2010. It's brought a lot of new artists into this community, new stores, restaurants, and international art communities been coming to visit. Kind of an offshoot from Art Basel, I'd say. It's brought a lot of interest here, kind of moved graffiti art from the streets and into galleries.
Can you tell me more about the different art or artists that are in the space?
Well, they're from all over the world. There are American artists here. There's artists featured here from South America, from Europe. There's a couple of French artists. Some of them have art pieces both on the doors and on the murals, and they've kind of been a part of this project since the beginning.
So Hank, I understand this is Lady Pink's piece here at Wynwood?
Yeah, it is. Her name is Sandra Fabara, and she's an Ecuadorian-born New York City artist. Started in the 1970s and was an artist in New York, and in the 80s became very well known for her crew and the mural art that they represented on subway trains, as you can see depicted throughout the piece.
Yeah.
She is known as the first lady of graffiti art.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's an incredible piece. You can see it's right next to the Wynwood Walls dedication plaque that lists all the artists who've contributed here throughout the years.
So, can you tell me why she got started in graffiti art?
Well, her boyfriend was killed. He was actually sent back to, I believe, Ecuador as a prisoner and was killed there. And she became a writer to kind of help transform her pain in that experience. Went to art school in New York and then became a very well-known mural artist after joining a street crew.
This is a piece by Ron English, and I understand he's really popular outside of the Wynwood Walls as well. Can you tell me a little bit more about him?
Sure. Yeah, he's probably one of the better-known artists here. Born in Chicago in 1953, he began his career as an illustrator, working in advertising. Became kind of a comic book illustrator as well, and he became somebody who was more of like a little bit of an activist in the political and satirical communities. He came up with a term that's called propaganda. Some of his cartoon characters have been melds of figures in society and cartoons. The movie Super Size Me featured one of his most well-known figures throughout the movie that was like a cartoon and animated piece that was kind of spliced into the film. This piece here that you can see behind us is on some of his action hero, superhero, American propaganda pieces.
Yeah,
and
Disney.
And Disney, yeah, a lot of iconography in this piece. Definitely talking about maybe some of the spiritual movement that's going on these days as well in the corner. But it's very graphic in nature. I love all of the color it brings to this area.
Yeah. So Hank, this is Alexis Diaz's work. I understand he's a Puerto Rican artist, and he's done work around the world. And he also has a couple pieces here. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Sure. This piece behind us is one of his, and so is the sculpture out in the garden back here. He's known for his transformative, kind of metamorphic pieces of animals.
Yeah.
He's got a horse with a skull head and kind of a fish tail, mermaid body with scales on it. And this piece behind us, this elephant turning into an octopus, it's really known for his work with black lines, really graphic in nature.
Yeah.
So you can see depicted in this piece. It's very well known and has added these two different pieces throughout the years to this museum.
I love what I've been seeing here today at Wynwood Walls, and Alexis Diaz's work is just kind of a standout. And I understand you know a little bit about him and actually know him personally?
Yeah, definitely. We actually go way back. We have a lot of mutual friends of the little island of Puerto Rico together, and he's from a small country town called Dorado. And he's a local celeb here in Wynwood. He's really brought a different type of art form to Wynwood, best known for his geometric patterns and his ability to take, different types of animals and stick them together and create a little fantasy world for us. He freehands all his work, which is incredible.
You had a term for it,
Urban geometry, urban dichotomist is
Yeah.
really what he is, right? A lot of his stuff is actually oxymoronic if you really look at it too, which is cool. And what's incredible is that he's been able to take all of his graffiti and all of his artwork that he's done on these urban streets all over the world. Actually, he's all over South America, all over Scandinavia as well. And bring them into life sculptures, which I'm actually new to, which it looks pretty incredible over there.
That's pretty amazing that you did that work as well. His sculptural work is so much different than his graphic art on the wall. So